Hello, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee. In this problem, we have an integration of x times e to the 9x dx. We don't have to evaluate this integral, but we have to identify the u and dv if you are using integration by parts to solve this integral. That's what we have to do. Now, remember when we use integration by parts, it's almost like a product rule for integral, like in case of derivative. And what we need to see is that there are two functions that are written as a product. And we have to separate them into two different parts. One of them is u, another one is dv. Now, sometimes whatever way you choose works, but sometimes it doesn't. That you have to choose only one of the two functions as u. And if you choose the other one, it doesn't work. So for this particular one, how do we make our choice of u and dv? So notice that if you just keep this function this way and say, okay, x is a function, and then the exponential function is my second function, and then I can just keep the way it's written and say my x will be u and this rest will be dv. Let's see what happens then, right? So let's write it down here. U is x and dv is e to the 9x dx. Now we don't have to solve it, but we should at least take a look at what will happen to the next step when we differentiate the top function and integrate the bottom function. So what happens? So differentiate du. What is the derivative of x? It's just 1 dx. So du is dx. And then for the second one, to extract v, we need to integrate the function e to the 9x dx. And notice that an exponential function is easy to integrate, right? And so if you integrate it, it'll just be itself over 9. So everything works perfectly, right? We had the function x, and then now we have reduced it. We have made it simpler. And we can also integrate the exponential function. So this is a very good choice. And we can choose u and dv exactly this way. Now, just to note something, what if we hadn't done that? What if we had rewritten this function as just switching the exponential with the x, and we had rewritten it this way, and then we had chosen our exponential function to be u and x dx to be dv? Then what happens? Well, let's see. In that case, u is e to the 9x, and we can differentiate that easily. Du will be 9e to the 9x dx. That's not anything difficult. Okay, what about the dv? dv is x dx. So to extract v from there, we have to integrate x dx. And what is the integral? It's x squared over 2. Now note very carefully what happened. We started with just the function x, and we ended up getting x squared. So we are not simplifying the expression, we are making it more complicated. So this is not a very good choice. So you should not choose u and dv this way, but you should choose it the first way. And that's the best choice to solve this problem using integration by parts. Thank you.